It is June 18th, 2026, and I'm starting out the workout before 9 o'clock this morning. So here we go. It's breezy and cool, which makes it easier to do. Yesterday, I went the opposite direction of my walk, and I actually like that way. So we're going to see how it goes. Also, I normally have my camera turned the other way, and today I'm gonna have the camera toward me instead of me having to turn my phone around and record. Because what happened was yesterday I was recording and I widened the screen so y'all can see something, but I ended up deleting that video anyway. But I widened the screen because I was trying to show y'all something, and I forgot to. Well, I couldn't see the screen, so I forgot to minimize the screen again. And so this all you saw was my face, when I was talking, and I was bringing up a really good issue. And I was just talking about my issue was actually about my can you see it? My smartwatch. And so I was talking about how I had a smartwatch, and it was all the craze, and that's why I got it. And so I got the phone. I really didn't get it to track steps and everything because I wasn't doing that kind of stuff. But I found out that I could, text on it. I can make calls on it, receive calls on it. So see that fence, the wind blowing that fence was creaking, I'm telling you. So anyway, I'm a little ashy. Dry. My skin's real dry. So anyway, so I would just use it basically for that. And one of the reasons why I loved it because at the time, 2023, 24, I had two grandkids in high school. Now these kids didn't live with me, but they went to school in the same building I was a counselor at. And so their parents were working, one worked overnight shifts and other one worked through the day. She had another one. And so I was there, helping. I'm there at the school, why not? And they were very, very active girls. They were into, one was into drama. So she was always having, theater practice, and she just kind of was involved with all other kind of stuff. And the other one was cheerleading, and she was student council, just so much stuff. So, or there would be a basketball game that they wanted to attend, just events and stuff. So I kept track with them at school to see, like if I had to send a text like, y'all got anything after school? Or, hey, I'm running in between time because I work night school. I'm running in between time. Do y'all want me to go grab something for you to eat? Because they might have had practice or something. And so that was convenient that I could do that from wherever I was in the building. And then they could let me know, or they could text me real quick if there was a change of plans. Not always did that, and I'm up there waiting on them or whatever. And so it helped a whole lot, and for the mothers to get a hold of me, especially the one with the younger kid, because she was in the after school program, and I would have to go get her from school. And so I would have to leave in between have to be at my night job, check out for a few minutes because the school was up the street, go grab her, bring her back to the school. And then around 7 o'clock at night, we'd all leave that building, and we live life happier. We'll live life happier ever after. So that was the joy I got out of the watch. Well, lately, one time, I couldn't find my phone. That was this year, y'all, 2025. I mean, not this year, but no, it's 2025. I could not find my phone. I was trying to go home, and I was trying to find my phone, and I was in my office, so what I did, I ran to the phone and I called it, and I found out, oh my gosh, she's right there over there with me in my bag. I just didn't see it. So I was telling a coworker about that. And he showed me the thing on my watch where you press the side and it'll beep your phone. And I felt stupid, but I was so happy that I could do that, because that's probably the most important thing at that time for me, was to be able to find my phone, because I was always misplacing my phone. And hold up, I'll get back to this. A lot of noise. It's like cars will see people walking and they'll just rev up their engine. I don't know what that's about, to intimidate the walker. I don't know. So anyway, so that was good. Then so now that I've started just walking, and I decided to set the walking monitor. And the reason why that discovery was good, because I would get on here and say, hey y'all, and I tell you the date, and then I forget to track what time I started, but I can't go back to check because it will interrupt my video. And even if you put it on pause, you couldn't scroll, it would just turn the video off. And so kind of like, oh yeah, you can wear your watch, so everything, you can answer or respond to everything to the watch, so you can keep your video going. And then I started using it to hit that little walking dude, and I was like, oh man, it won't even matter if I forget, if I do this. And matter of fact, I forgot to hit start. Just a minute. If you use these things, I don't know if you can see it, bring it down. I don't know, because the sun's in my face, so I got to turn around a little bit. And if you use these things, well, it's off right now. I mean, the screen is off. It's a waste of time. Make sure you use it properly or it's not of any good, because what happened was yesterday I took the walk, but I didn't know how to end it. So it sat in my room and it hadn't been ended. So this morning I spent about 15-20 minutes trying to figure out how to pause the video. And so finally pause and stop it. So I thought I stopped it and it was not stopped. So just now, a few seconds ago, I did, but I didn't start it. So, but the watch knows you've been walking before you even set it up, but it may not have, because it was still kind of had the screen from the old one. So I might have to walk a little further. But yeah, I got to be real conscious, because to check all my equipment and make sure it's all set up. So as the Juneteenth weekend begins, it starts tomorrow. I'm gonna, while I'm at the event, probably start the watch, because I'll be walking around the venue and timing my walk from there, and hopefully to do a video clip of the venue and some of the activities. But we're going early before it really jumps off, and I guess I'll be there for a little while, but I'm gonna come back home, but check and my daughter and them are going to go out to the concert, and I don't want to be out to the concert. I just don't. That's a young people's crowd. I want to be home. And so yeah, I'm getting closer to my curb, so I'll get back with you when I get around this curb, and see you in a bit. Hope I can post this one. So as I was walking, someone blew their horn. I'm like, please don't do that. If you know me and you see me, just keep driving. Get on Facebook. You can send me a message, something through Messenger, and say, hey, I saw you walking this morning. That blowing the horn, first of all, I can't see who you are, because you're going faster past me, so I don't know who you are. And two, it makes me jump, and oh, I love this house, and it makes me lose my balance a little bit. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh man, I'm not on my game. I am just not on my game. That's so beautiful. So anyway, let me keep moving. I think I passed them working on this yesterday. And I'm kind of curious. I need this deck. I don't know why I haven't called these people for this deck, because I probably won't get this deck this year, because I need to make sure my granddaughter's straight. She's graduating from the university to another university in another state to get her master's, and it's very costly for the move. And because she's moving an apartment to another apartment. But here I am. Beautiful. Beauty. Let's see if you can see this beauty. Beauty. Oh, you see beauty. And then there's trash day. Got my trash out already. Yeah. No ma'am, no ham. I don't want to fall out this early in the morning. I got to get more strength in my legs before I climb these sidewalks that go steeply up. Plus, I have trauma. At the end of the street, when I get all the way up the hill, back in, I don't remember what year it was, probably 2010, I would say. And I remember it was on my grandson's birthday. It was summer, and it was June 6th. And I was on my way to Vegas on it was a business trip. And boy, did we have fun on that business trip. But anyway, only to find out when I came back that a young 19-year-old couple was on that corner up there, and they was putting up signs, and somebody came and shot them to death. And so I have trauma, and I don't want to go near that area. And that's been 16 years ago, and I still can't. I can't. Even when I'm driving in my car, I think about it. And they went to the rival high school that I worked at. Well, I call it my cousin school. Sister, cousin, whatever you want to call it, but everybody's related. It goes to the schools together, but it's a friendly rivalry. And so I don't know if I could see myself going up that hill ever. Maybe I'm gonna have to do it once to get over the trauma. And let's see what this car gonna do. Is he gonna stop? You see a pedestrian? Well, I'm not gonna put the camera on him, but they just be coming down these streets, and as if, they don't share the road with others. or that you have to stop for the end of your street, whether there's a stop sign or not. Oh man, but it's beautiful. I see another street that brings back some memory. In that cul-de-sac, there's a house over there, and I don't have the camera on the house, but there's a house right through there, and yeah, it's hidden a little bit. I saw somebody coming out the screen door. So there was this lady, and she'd be on Facebook, and she was telling us how she kept telling her doctor to check something and make sure she doesn't have ovarian cancer, and the doctors didn't listen to her. They did not listen to her. So a few weeks later, she said, maybe a few months later, she got back on Facebook, and she said she went to another doctor, and she had like stage 4 ovarian cancer. And I'll never forget that. When she got on there, I went and immediately scheduled an appointment with my doctor, the gynecologist. And they were like, you had a hysterectomy, you don't have ovaries. I'm like, yes. One was left. Because I have another colleague who said that she had a hysterectomy. She died of, I guess they left her ovaries, ovarian cancer. So I made them check to make sure there was no ovaries up in there. But you got to stay on these doctors. Now, some of y'all are, most of you, I think you're okay. But I'm sorry, you got fellow colleagues that make us have to question you all, have to second guess you all. We got to go find a second opinion. And so, because we're not playing with our life. So I'm on the other side of the, I don't know what this car is going back to, but I was over there a few minutes ago. And back by this elementary school that I always like to look at from in front of me, but on the other side. But so getting closer to the home front. But take care of your health. I was talking about the smartwatch earlier, and it's like a lot of people get things just because everybody else have it. But make sure you know all the amenities of what you get. I would like to find out if there's an app, and I'm sure there is, and how much is it worth the cost to check my blood sugar. So they say. Is there one if I fall? Of course, there's an emergency alarm here. Is there one phone is tracking me. So can the smartwatch track people? But most of the people that like my mom and dad, I can track them if they have their phone on them. So there's no reason why they shouldn't be having their phone. But the smartwatch may be convenient because it's on their arm. And but you got to know how to use these gadgets. It's too complicated to explain sometimes. And people seem to be, these people at these places that sell these things seems to be, I don't know, hopefully they're nice in front of you. Because my daughter works at those, she works at a phone company, and she says she gets the elderly, they come in, I'm the elderly, but they come in and all the time. And yeah, there's simple things that we think is automatic or simple. No, it's complicated for them. They're just not tech savvy. This is not their blueprint. It's barely my blueprint. And it scares them. And as we, they're phasing out, there is no thought for the elderly. It's like, well, you either keep up or, hope you have good luck, and hopefully you have people that can help you. But the world's going to move on. People want that money, so they're not going to care about who can use what and who can't. They're moving forward in technology. I'm nervous about AI. Now, I've used AI before, and Okay, I have used AI much, and AI is creepy, but it has its usefulness. And at work, we had to use AI. So for the elderly, have fun with it. For the young people, be responsible with it. Like for example, the kids would ask me for a letter of recommendation, and I said, well, hand me a resume or fill out this form, tell me a little bit about yourself. I plug it into AI, all their information. AI spits out a letter of recommendation. I print that letter out. I read through it. I don't like it. It sounds robotic. It sounds fake. It's using words and stuff I don't use. It's not that I don't know, but that's just not how I would be speaking in a letter, and probably no one would. So I go through it with my little red pen. I change it up a little bit. I add my own stuff in it. And actually, yeah, because it's still on my computer as a digital. It's on my computer where I can do the corrections on the paper I printed out, then go back on my computer and plug it in and read it again where it sounds like me and it has what I want to say in with the information they gave me. So it's a great tool because it helped me get started. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to get stuff started, so it helped me get started, and I was able to produce those letters of recommendation faster. And so yeah, AI has its place, but y'all, it can also get you in trouble. And I don't think it's always correct. My dumb self told AI to create me a crochet pattern. Wrong answer. It cannot. It cannot create you a viable crochet pattern. And the digital photo of what you ask it to do that's the kind of it's very creepy. Not real stitches in the picture. So that's why when you're on the internet and you see stuff and you go, oh, that looks good. Oh, I want that pattern. It's not real. That picture's not real. It's AI generated. There is no pattern. Or they'll say, click here for the pattern, and then they'll give you a pattern to something else. So I've learned that AI, it has its place, but watch out. And yeah, I don't know how I got into AI. I use GPT chat, but I guess there's others. There's a site on Facebook, and forgot what it's called. And all you got to do is request that you'll say, hey, like for example, I had a picture of my great-grandfather, and it was old, and it was kind of, and I said, can you restore this picture? I did chat. I did it at the site, but the people, that wasn't him. When they came back with it, I didn't like it. But I've seen, and I've done some things with them before. They did a really good job. But this one, my great-grandfather, handsome guy they came up with. But nice, again, there's the nice house. Handsome guy they came up with. But it didn't quite look like him. I couldn't relate to him. So I went on ChatGPT on my own trial period. You get 2 or 3 a day. And I'm trying to look at my watch. I thought it was trying to tell me something. But anyway, and I asked him to I had to learn to do this, to restore the picture, but do not alter the face. It came out perfect. Now, I've never seen this man a day in my life, but I tell you what, I could see where I was related to him once they cleared that picture up. I seen where my uncle in him, somebody saw my son in him. So you got to be careful. I think it's Photoshop something, but it's pretty good. People, ask the people, oh, can you put wings on this person? And I seen a weird, gave me the creeps video. This mother lost her son, and they did a video where he could hug her again. He was hugging her, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he sprouted wings and he flew away, and I just almost dropped my phone. That creeped me out. Disappeared into the sky. But that was just weird. Might have been beautiful to some other people, but it was very, very creepy to me. AI can make you look like some kind of. One time after graduation, my granddaughter did something. It was something that said, "Who's the robber?" And it was funny because we were all sitting there taking a family picture at my middle granddaughter's graduation, and all of a sudden somebody came and took her away in handcuffs and left us standing there. Oh my gosh, we had square faces. It was weird. But you can have fun with AI, but be careful with it. Yeah, it's creepy. Yeah, and especially when you're dealing with people who are deceased, be careful with that. That could just traumatize you. I tried to clear up a picture, one of the pictures, and I didn't think it. No, I said I'm gonna have to try something else, and I don't even want to now. I like the original. Well, the reason why I wanted to clear it up is because it had wrinkles and stuff on it. I wanted a nice clear picture. I might try it again, but I was like, okay, this is a cute picture, but that's not him. I know him. I've been looking at this picture for years. So anyway, getting close to the house, and I'm gonna kind of. I just love that. This was a beautiful walk this morning. It was breezy, slightly cool. It was one of those that you really needed to. I needed to wear a long sleeve shirt and some pants because I had on some shorts, and I think my short stays are over. But anyway, people got the trash can on the sidewalk, and I got to walk in the street. This one did a little path. I'm going to show you how I do my garbage can because mine's out today, and they got a little path here for me to walk. Some people will outright put their trash can in the middle of the sidewalk. And they don't do code enforcement anymore. If they ever start code enforcement, because I have sight problems, I almost ran to the top of that thing because I didn't see it. And but they used to have code enforcement walking around the neighborhoods, ticketing people. And they need to bring code enforcement back. As a matter of fact, I knew one of the ladies who used to be code enforcement who would walk around the neighborhood. And that's kind of like, wow. I mean, you get your walks and your steps in for sure there. That's a hard job to do, code enforcement. And then you have to go look up people's yards because neighbors called you because overgrown grass and that kind of stuff. Yeah. One time, my grass got a little too high, and I guess I'm thinking the city called code enforcement because they're the only ones should be able to go back up in that yard. See how this sidewalk is and how my trash can is? My trash can is actually on the curb where it's supposed to be, not on the sidewalk. Lessons. And look at my beautiful neighbors. They put theirs out on the curb. They didn't put it in the middle of the sidewalk to block people who are trying to walk and enjoy the neighborhood. But anyway, I am going to go in. I have a long day today. Today I have, they called me to pick up my new glasses. I have a ear, nose, and throat doctor's appointment, and then I'm meeting a friend who's also wasn't a colleague of, she was a colleague of mine. Meeting her for dinner because it's going to be a little later in the afternoon, and we're trying to get it where it's not. I'm trying to unlock my door. I don't know how to unlock my door. We're trying to get it where it's not too. We're not done. When we're done, it's dark. So we're trying to do it early enough in the afternoon where it's still daylight here for the summer. Now, winter time, going out to dinner probably is a no-no unless I'm getting a ride. Yeah, because it gets dark early and I cannot drive at night. Yeah. So done with the walk. It was early, and it was early. So I am going to, I don't know, probably do some stuff on the phone, listen to my book, take a shower, and all that good stuff before that doctor's appointment this afternoon. Y'all have a good one, okay? Bye.